The rules you never talked about, but are fighting over. Now, sugar, let me tell you something that's wrecking more relationships than cheating ever could. Unspoken rules. You know, the stuff we expect without ever saying it. We think they're just common sense. But here's the thing about common sense. It's only common if you grew up with the same values, the same culture, the same wounds, and the same wiring. And most couples, they didn't. So what you call love, he might call pressure. What he calls respect, you might call avoidance. You see the problem? What are unspoken rules, really? Unspoken rules are internal expectations based on past experiences, family dynamics, or culture, but never actually communicated in the relationship. If I'm cooking, you should be cleaning. If you love me, you'll want to spend all your free time with me. If I'm upset, you should know without me saying anything. But here's the kicker. These rules are emotional landmines, because your partner doesn't know they're there until they step on one. Psychologist Dr. Brene Brown puts it best, open quote, "Clear is kind, unclear is unkind," close quote. If you never spoke it, but you expect it, you've set them up to fail. Part 2, the hidden rulebook categories. Let's break it down. These rules often fall into a few buckets. 1, communication. She thinks he should check in if he's going to be late. It's respectful. He thinks, I'm an adult. If I said I'd be home, I'll be home. Rule clash, respect versus independence. 2, division of labor. She's vacuuming while he's watching the game. She's boiling. He's thinking, she didn't ask me to help, so I figured she had it. Rule clash, initiative versus instruction. As Esther Perel says, open quote, "We all marry or partner with a stranger. The problem is we think we already know them. That's where unspoken rules live, in assumptions," close quote. 3, affection and sex. He pulls away from sex when he feels criticized. She interprets that as rejection and starts feeling unwanted. She grew up in a home where physical affection meant love. He grew up in one where affection was rare or awkward. Rule clash, connection versus coping. Part 3, where the rules come from. These rules don't come out of thin air. They're shaped by childhood experiences. My dad always checked in. That's what men do. Trauma. If someone raises their voice, I shut down. Culture. Real men provide. Real women keep the home peaceful. Gender roles. If I have to ask, it doesn't count. But your partner isn't your parent, your ex, or your past. They're not supposed to guess the ghosts you're carrying. Part 4, what to do about it. Okay, so what now? Aunt Corey ain't about to leave you stuck. Here's how you start cleaning up that invisible rule book. 1, identify your rules. Ask yourself, what do I expect without ever saying it? Write it down. Own it. 2, ask about theirs. Use language like, when something's important to you, how do you expect me to respond? You'll be shocked at what comes out. 3, turn rules into agreements. If you always want a goodnight call, don't assume. Say, it would mean a lot if you called before bed. Can we agree on that? 4, revisit, don't resent. Agreements need updating. Life changes, so do people. Check in quarterly. Yes, like a relationship audit. Dr. John Gottman, a leading marriage researcher, says, open quote, "Most conflict in relationships is not about content. It's about failed bids for connection." Unspoken rules are those failed bids in disguise. So if you're fighting over dishes, late texts, tone of voice, or who initiates sex, pause. Ask yourself, did we ever agree on this? Or did I just expect it? Because baby, love isn't about guessing each other's every need. It's about bringing your invisible expectations into the light and building something real together. This week on He Said, She Heard, Aunt Corey's inviting you to do the brave work. Say the thing. Ask the question. Tear up the old rulebook and write a new one together. Watch the full episode now and share it with someone who keeps saying, it shouldn't be this hard. Because sometimes, it's not that hard. It's just unspoken.